already asked Jen to set aside 8 pages in the fall issue for exclusive coverage of the ceremony and all the events leading up to it. I want everything featured, from the place settings to the gown I'm wearing.
Oh, speaking of, I left a message for Maha. She's in Saint-Tropez. She won't be able to do fabric selection until next week.
All right, fine. Have her send over some sketches. In the meantime, Federico is already working on designs for the reception gown.
I'd be happy to pick up the sketches from Federico when he's finished with them.
Okay, Maxie, we can work out the logistics later. In the meantime, your function is of liaison. It is imperative that you get Maha's people speaking with Federico's. Now, I want the gowns to complement each other, but I also want the individual style of the designer represented.
Of course. I'll call him right now. Okay. Federico, hey, it's Maxie. I was just calling to see how those sketches were coming along. No pressure, just my own curiosity.
Tie in with the cancer piece. I want to be prepared at a moment's notice to drop it in case Sonny gets cold feet.
You say Sonny could get cold feet. Do you mean about having his private life made public or getting married in general?
If Sonny wasn't committed to spending his life with me, he hardly would have proposed a second time.
A second time?
Yes, Maxie, the first time I was the one with cold feet.
What changed? I mean, not that it's our business, but it's just, you know, kind of weird that you would run screaming from Sonny one minute and now agree to marry him the next.
Well, Lulu, it hardly happened that fast, nor in such dramatic fashion.
Well, if you don't want to talk about it.
No. No. Actually, I would rather have you hear the truth from me than concoct some story on your own. The truth is, at the time, my only reservation was Sonny's line of work. Had he not been a known racketeer, I would have married him on the spot.
Oh, so now that Sonny's not in the business, you don't have an excuse?
No, I don't. But Sonny does. He's still grieving Michael, and he may not be capable of facing all the trappings of a big wedding. And if that turns out to be the case, then I'll deal with it. And in the meantime, we have a lot of planning to do. So, go, get busy.
Do you have a minute?
Sure, Rick. Hold all my calls.
Hey, Clarice, it's Maxie. Do you still have the number for that florist used for the Hamptons party? Kate really liked his work, and I think she wants to use him for the reception.
Kate Howard's office.
Hold.
No, ad sales is extension 4718. I will transfer you.
What? No calls from Johnny? It's been 24 hours since he's been out of jail and he hasn't checked in yet?
Oh, well, I noticed he hasn't called you either, which would mean he's not interested in you.
Are you sure about that? Oh, Clarice, thank you so much. You're a lifesaver.
Should I call?
Oh, no, go ahead. Oh.
Hey, you have time to go over these figures now?
Enough to deal with is launching this magazine and planning my wedding. I do not have the time nor the patience to play gatekeeper. That would be your jobs. No one should be barging into my office under any circumstances. Is that clear?
But it was Jackson. I didn't think you would care.
Well, normally I wouldn't, Lulu, but if I was in with Sonny, that would be another story. It would make my life so much easier if they could just avoid each other altogether. Which is where you come in. As my assistants, it is up to you to finesse the situation so that Sonny and Jax do not cross paths. If I am in with one, you find some sort of reason to keep them away from each other. Is that understood?
But what if it's, like, important?
Maxie, you pick up the phone and you call me. No one should be barging into my office under any circumstances.
Nice work. Now Kate thinks we're both incompetent.
Well, you definitely are. I wasn't even here when Sonny came by.
There's a surprise. You're never here because you can never be bothered to do your job. How hard is it to announce a guest?
You tell me.
You can't just go in there.